Hey everyone, this is Sandeep back with 100 Days of Coding JavaScript. And today is day 8 where I'm going to talk about how to make decisions in JavaScript. So let's jump into the video. So to make decisions in JavaScript or in any programming language, we make use of something called an if statement. And this is a code, right? So I can declare a variable and I can use that variable for a condition, right? So I can write a if block. This is called a if block. And then I'm going to use the brackets, like the round brackets. And inside those round brackets, I can put a condition. Condition is like I'm making it some kind of decision there, right? So here I'm checking whether the value of age is greater than 18 or not. So if the value of age is greater than 18, then I'm logging you are an adult. So let's copy this example into our VS Code and we're going to see the output. So I'm checking age. What is the value of age? It's 20. So it's a simple condition, right? So I'm checking whether 20 is greater than 18. And in this case, yes, 20 is greater than 18. That's why it's going to log you are an adult. So I'm going to change it. I'm going to save. And if I go back to my browser, you see that we are getting the output as you are an adult. Now you can go to the next part. So you can use if and else blocks. So there is another way, right? Because if you take a look into this example, right? I'm checking whether the age is greater than 18. If the age is greater than 18, I'm telling, okay, you are an adult. But what if age is not greater than 18? So maybe like if the age is 15 and if I run this code, I don't see anything in the output, anything in the console. So to handle such a scenario, you can use something called if-else block to handle the condition in both ways, either true or false. So let's take this example only, and we are going to expand this example. So I'm going to comment this just for your reference, and I'm going to put next example here. So here I have the value of age as 80. So if the age is greater than or equals to, so here I am checking two different conditions. If the age is either greater than or equals to 18, we are going to say you are an adult, else you are not an adult yet. So if I save this, right, in this case, age is 18. So this is going to replace with 18. 18 is greater than, it is not greater than 18, but it is equals to 18. That's why I'm going to see this output. So if I save and go back, see here, you are an adult. Now, if I change this, right, I should have used age actually. You are an adult, right? If I change the age to 15, now in this case, 15 is not at all greater than 18 or not equals to 18 also, right? So in this case, you are not an adult. That should be the output here. Pretty simple, right? Let's move on and talk about the next example. So you can even add multiple if-else blocks. So here I have declared a variable score 75, right? And I'm checking. So let's put this code, inside our Visual Studio Code. That would be easy. So I'm going to comment this one. So here, let's go line by line. So I'm just going to do some formatting. It's not formatting automatically. So I have declared a variable called score. The value is 75. Now I can check multiple conditions here, right? So it's like, if else, because there is a possibility, right? So there is a possibility different students are going to have different score values. And based on those score values, I need to print different output. That's a possibility, right? And this happens in programming where you need to take multiple decisions based on different condition. So here I'm checking if the score is greater than or equals to 90. So here in this case, the score is 75. Okay, so we're checking if the score is greater than equals to 90, we're going to print you got an A grade, right? If this is not true, if this condition is not true, then it is going to go into the else block. And here it is going to check if score is greater than equals to 80. If it is true, it's going to print you got a B. If it is false, it's going to check another condition. If else score is greater than equals to 70, and it's going to print you got C if it is true. If it is false, it's going to finally print you did not pass. So if the score is less than 70, you did not pass is going to be the output. So I'm going to save it. And right now the score is 75, right? So let's go through it. So 75 is greater than equals to 90. No, 75 is not at all greater than equals to 90. So it is going to go to the second block, second if block. Here I'm going to check. Here we are checking if 75 is greater than equals to 80. No. If 75 is greater than or equals to 70. Yes, 75 is greater than 70. So we are going to get this as an output. So I'm going to save. And if I go back, see that you got a C. So we can play around with the values. Let's say I got a 99, right? So can you guess what will be the output in this case? Right? This will be the output. So you got an A. So maybe I got a score of 80. You got B. And we saw that, right? If we got a 75, it's going to print you got C. And if anything like I got 69 or something like that, it's going to print you did not pass. Pretty simple, right? The next one, and probably the last one for this video, you can even nest if else block, right? So let's take this example. I'm going to keep this one. Paste it here. Let's go one by one. So here actually we are having hold on, I need to format it. Actually, I don't know why my code editor is behaving like this. So we are having if inside if. Okay, this should go here and this should go here. Okay, so here I have declared two different variables. Okay, one is age, the value is 18, the other one is in gender with the value of male. Now here I'm checking if age is greater than equals to 18, right? So you can have like if and else, but inside an if you can have another if and else block. So this is called nesting of if and else block. So sometimes, based on the first block, you need to do some more conditional logic inside the first block or maybe in the second block. So you can do that. The nesting is allowed, and there are some rules like you shouldn't nest more than 3 blocks. That's the convention for writing clean code in JavaScript. So here I have this is first one and this is second one. If you are going more into it, like more if, I think you can go up to 3 level down, but shouldn't go more than that. That's the best practice. So let's understand this. 18 male. Okay, so we are checking if age is greater than equals to 18. So in this case, it is 18. So it is going to go into this block because this condition is going to be true. Right? So then it is going to check if the gender is male. We're going to say you are a man. Otherwise, we are going to say you are woman. And if age is greater than age is less than or less than 18, we are going to print you are not an adult yet. So in this case, I think it's going to go into this block and it is going to print you are a man. So if I go back, you are a man, right? Now, if I change this value to female, what's going to happen? It's going to print you are a woman. And what if I change this value to 50? It's going to say you are not an adult yet. So I hope you understood how to make decisions in JavaScript. A really easy topic. Let's have a quick recap. So I'll scroll up. Decision making. We have talked about decision making in this video. So in programming, we can make decision using if statements. So this is a simple example where I'm just having the if condition, but you can have if else block also to handle the condition in both ways, either true or false. So you can check if some condition is true, it's going to print the first block. Otherwise, it's going to print the second block. You can even add multiple if else block. So you can have like multiple conditions, multiple checks. Like for example of score is very good, where you can check the different score values and you can assign or you can output different grades for a particular student. So if it is 90, you can say A. If it is greater than equals to 80, you can say B. If it is greater than equals to 70, you can say C. And if that is less than 70, probably you can say you did not pass. You can even nest if else block, right? So I have a if condition inside that, I can have another if else block, and then the final else block where also I can have another if else block. Okay, cool. So I think, I mean, these are really pretty basic videos, but these are important in the part of my 100 days coding, because some people who are beginner, right, and they want to start from scratch, I think these videos are really, really important for them. So with that, I'm going to stop here. I'm going to see you in the next part of this series, 100 days of coding JavaScript. Until then, you take care, goodbye, and thanks for watching the video.